What's going on, people? Welcome back to this edition of J Social's Touchline Talks match review. Manchester United versus Seville, Europa League quarterfinals, first leg at Manchester. I don't really know. It's a weird feeling though. I don't know if to be disappointed, if to be angry, or if it's just football. But this game was weird. We started off this game. Well, first of all, final scoreline 2-2. Started off this game on the front foot, had a goal within the first 30 seconds of the game, Sancho, offsides, but we had that tempo. We kept going at it. We were oozing. We were oozing. We were going forward. It was free flow football. It was everything that you wanted to see from a Manchester United team, especially in Europe. It was everything we wanted to see. Sabitzer with 2 goals, a brace. Everything was gravy. Everything was going well. And then halftime, we should have seen the red flags. Maguire comes on for Varane. And this is not me taking a shot at Maguire. I think Maguire had a decent game when he came on. It wasn't about Maguire coming on. It was Varane injured? The fact that he's being subbed off at halftime. So that tells me that he probably felt something. There was some sort of injury. The game goes on. Fine, cool. We're up 2-0. Maguire hasn't been, this season, him coming in as a sub, him playing in cup games, he's been decent. He was decent for England in international break. So we're thinking, okay, it's all great. Game goes on. The second half was weird because I did not feel comfortable because yes, we had a few moments. Anthony was a bright spark today. Anthony was probably, I would give probably our best player, just in terms of his output, trying to on the ball. He was nutmegging people. He was demanding the ball. He was doing a lot with it. But other than Anthony, the second half was kind of flat. I'll be honest. It was a lot of, and that's not just on United. That was a lot of fouls, a lot of stupid calls from the refs. There was a lot of yellow cards that were not meant to be yellow cards. They were just, like the Bruno yellow card, for example. I think that was BS. That was bullshit. If I can curse on this, that was bullshit. When you're trying to slide tackle, there's no way that you can slide tackle without your arms coming out. There's no way. You need your arms to support you for your fall, for when you land. So the fact that he's getting yeah, it hit his arm or his elbow, but that's a yellow card, really? It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I honestly believe VAR technology has taken away from the human element of the game. It's taken away from the human element. But anyways, that's what happened. Game goes on. Malacia, oh my God, he had a good second half. He had a really good second half. I thought he was very positive going forward. Defensively, he was a little shaky, but at the end of the day, he had the energy. He had everything that we expect from Malacia. But lack of concentration. He gets the own goal, and unfortunately, to be honest, the bounce before it got to him, that was a very confusing bounce that probably threw him off. To give benefit of the doubt, it threw him off. And maybe you could even say because Martinez was already down, we were down to one man because he got injured during that play before the Seville own goal. It's frustrating, now and to concede that second goal, and I know Maguire he's gonna get lit he's gonna get gassed, he's gonna get gaslighted on social media. I know he is, but the replay made it look a lot worse than it actually was. The moment that happened, I knew there was a bounce. There was a deflection from one of our players, and unfortunately, it happened to be Maguire. I think Maguire is a player who does not need any more of this kind of mishaps. especially he's been trying to repair his career, right? It's been damaged, especially with the United fans. It's so unfortunate, man. I'm not gonna blame Maguire for it because we've all played the game. We know that stuff happens, and when it's you in question, I think that's a very unfair. That would be a very unfair target to say, "Oh, what the hell was Maguire doing? Why did he bounce off his head?" So technically, we scored. Technically, we considered two own goals. That's basically what it was. We two own goals. Like think about that, guys. Like in a game where we were 2 goals up, we drew the game on two own goals. That doesn't happen. That doesn't typically happen in games, right? So it's very unfortunate what happened. Bruno misses the next game. I'm not a biggest Bruno fan, so I think we can do without Bruno. We can survive the game without Bruno. I'm not too concerned about that. But it's another man out of the team because now Varane and Martinez are also injured as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the second leg plays out. We're going away to Spain in Seville, which is definitely going to be a hostile ground. It's not, and that's not an easy place to go. The likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, these teams, they've struggled at Seville. So it's going to be interesting. But I just wanted to give a quick match review. Like I said, it's a weird one. I know you're gonna have a lot of mixed emotions because people are very disappointed. Thought that we should have had this game, and we didn't. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The only positive was Sabitzer's brace, which kind of gets canceled out, right, with the 2 goals that we had to concede. David De Gea was once again brilliant. For those of you, I'm going to keep saying this every game till the end of the season. David De Gea is not our problem. All of you fans that think that David De Gea needs to go, he is not our problem. He had at least 3 world-class saves today. At least 3 of them. Those 2 goals that we conceded, definitely not David De Gea's fault. Definitely not David De Gea's fault. And who else was, Sancho. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Sancho. Not a big fan, but I'm a fan of Sancho. I was a little disappointed today. He had a decent first half. He was energetic. And then he just crumbled in the second half. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if he just got tired. But he looked tired. I'll give him fatigue. But I don't know why. He should be tired because he hasn't played that many games. Like 90-minute games. So I don't know why he should be tired. There's a huge question mark on Martial. On Sancho. There's a huge question mark on Sancho. And even though I'm a fan of his, I've got to put my hand up and say, you know what? I need to see more. I need to see more from Sancho. We had the perfect 3 up front. Sancho, Martial, and Anthony. 3 similar players who like to feed off other players, the give and goes, the want-tos. He did it for the first 45. And the second 45, not sure what happened. At least the second 20 minutes that he was on the pitch for. I'm not sure what he did. Not sure what he did. Can you blame Ten Hag for this? I don't think so. This is not something that Ten Hag, any coach could have controlled. 2 own goals in 1 game. And 2 injuries. 2 injuries and 2 own goals. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. 2 goals, 2 injuries, you can't make it up. I don't think this is a Ten Hag issue. I don't think this was just a really, really unfortunate day at the office. I think this is what it was. And obviously, we still got to hold people responsible. These are professionals. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We knew this fixture was never going to be easy. It looked easy from the start, but Seville was the same team that beat us in the finals. Villarreal beat us in the finals. My apologies on that. But Seville is there. They are the Milan of Europa League. Europa League is their tournament, just like how the Champions League is Real Madrid's tournament. So we knew it was going to be a tough fixture coming up. So it's gonna be interesting. Another bright spark, Martial. coming back to fitness. He bossed it in the first half. The assist for the second goal. It was great. It was great. It's nice to see Martial back. I'm a huge Martial fan, and I've gotten so much stick for the players that I love. In the likes of Pogba, Martial. I've gotten so much hate, so much heat, so much everything from fans, but I still stand by my players. When I endorse a player, I stand by them, and I've always stood by Martial, and he's delivering under Ten Hag when he's fit. The issue is, can he stay fit? Can he stay fit? That's the issue. But there's not really much to talk about this game. The first half was fantastic. Then the second half it was a game of two halves. We just and I want to blame the ref just a little bit, because I think the ref really broke play a lot for unnecessary fouls. A lot of the fouls that he called were not really fouls. Even the yellow card that Pellistri got, Pellistri didn't even touch the player. He didn't even come in contact with the player, but he got a yellow card for that. So there was a lot of time wasting on Seville's part, and the ref encouraged that. The ref was ready to give out a card for every incident that happened in the game. But at the end of the day, I don't want to blame the refs. I don't want to blame people. It is what it is. It is what it is. It happened. I still believe we are a better team than Seville overall. Eriksen is coming into form. We have Casemiro. So I think we can get the job done. The only uncertainty is that we're going to have Maguire and Lindelof as our center backs for the next game. If what happened to Martinez, if it's an Achilles injury, he's out for the season. We know that. He's not coming back. But it may be something mild. We never know. Maybe Varane was just feeling something and wanted to play it safe. And Ten Hag was like, you know what? We're 2 goals up. Rest. We need you for the end of the season. So we don't know. This is all speculations. I haven't listened to the post-match interview yet from Ten Hag, so I'm a little ahead of the gun here. But hopefully it's not the worst news. Maybe Varane will be fit for the next game. Maybe hopefully they will both be fit, Varane and Martinez. But it is what it is, man. It's you can tell from my voice, you can tell from my delivery that it's a weird one. I want to be angry, I want to be upset, but it's at the end of the day, like I said, it's sometimes life happens and you can't explain why it happened. But it is the game, and like in the famous words of Evra, to wrap this up, I love this game. I love this game. And that's all you can say. You got to stay positive, because this team has brought us this far to be in such positions. We still have the opportunity to win 2 more trophies. So at the end of the day, we're still in this. It's unfortunate draw at Manchester. Luckily, the home and away goals don't count anymore. So we just got to show up in Seville and get the job done. But let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this game. Who's to blame for this? Any scapegoats? Man of the match, I don't want to give any man of the match, because I think this was just one of those games where there wasn't really a man of the match. If we had won 2-0, then I could have been all excited, giving man of the match awards to people. But I don't really think anyone deserved a man of the match today, just because of how that second half played out. But anyways, guys, it has been fun. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe, and we will be back for more. Till next time, take care.